planned military lockdown of D.C.
There's a startling story that we're following for you on this day. It first appeared on Newsweek. It details how the U.S. government has a task force, get this, a task force that is ready to go just in case the coronavirus causes nationwide chaos. And the plan specifically calls for a way to secure the area where we're reporting from right now. In other words, using the U.S. military to lock down the nation's capital, D.C. RT's Michelle Greenstein has more on this story.
Rick, it's called Joint Task Force National Capital Region. Almost 10,000 of these soldiers were activated on March 16th, and their job is to safely evacuate Washington, D.C. The job of this military task force is what the military calls homeland defense. That means preparing for civil unrest, and it also means making sure we have continuity of government if civil government breaks down. That means making sure White House officials are safely evacuated, as well as other officials like military leaders to secret locations. And throughout March and April, they've been practicing incepting people via helicopter across the country. According to Newsweek, these soldiers were activated under what's called Title 10 orders, which is like a war deployment, as if they were going to be shipped off to Afghanistan or Iraq. Except in this case, the battlefield is Washington, D.C. That battlefield is not just Washington, D.C., though. The task force's jurisdiction includes all cities and towns in the area, like Arlington. So this region includes all 3 branches of government, a couple hundred federal departments and agencies, and almost 300,000 federal employees. The task force also has about 1,000 police and civilian law enforcement officers under its command. This includes military police who would accompany helicopters, vans, and limousines to evacuate the designated survivors. According to the documents obtained by Newsweek, there's also something else. Secret contingency plans already exist for what the military is supposed to do if the U.S. government falls. That means all constitutional successors are incapacitated. Essentially, these are plans for if members of Congress come down with the coronavirus, to the point where so many members have it that the legislature can't pass any laws. Now, continuity of government commissions were created after 9/11, but now is the first time such extraordinary procedures are actually being worked on. Newsweek writes that standby orders were issued more than 3 weeks ago to ready these plans, not just to protect Washington, but also to prepare for the possibility of some form of martial law. The way these laws ensure government...
You heard it, martial law.
...by possibly having military commanders be put in place and in control until new civilian leaders are installed. Now, Rick, because of how many times the U.S. government...
Martial law, the Constitution is thrown in the garbage, so you know.
...has denied this type of martial law...
So don't tell them, look, I got a constitutional right. They're not hearing it.
...planning. Newsweek tried several times to get official on-the-record comments for this story. But the author of this piece, William Arkin, writes that essentially he was given the runaround, being directed to North Qam, to the White House, to the National Guard, and to the task force itself, but was not given any official comments on the record. Rick?
Thanks so much, Michelle. What a fascinating...
Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom, and I'm going to bring up the old saying, never let a crisis go to waste. On to the next one. Shalom.